No, she's showing us what a sane, stable leader looks like.
On the fear.
Meanwhile,
Hello, world.
hello world.
We just wrapped up a great podcast.
We had a good time. I think you'll find it very interesting and enjoy it.
Ah, man. So we pretty much just have like 10 days left before the end of the election. And man, I hate to say it for you guys, but if you are a Democrat right now, everything is falling apart right now, sir. So first one, people obviously already know about the Donald Trump doing the whole Mickey D's thing, having McDonald's and doing the French fries, right? Well, the Demis now are trying to make an excuse saying that she did work at McDonald's.
Stop
even
the
though
cap.
McDonald's officially made a statement and said, no, she's lying. Our papers say that she never worked at McDonald's. But instead, here you go. Democrats are posting a photo of Kamala with big old quotes wearing a McDonald's uniform to prove that she worked there when she was younger. The only problem is it's not her. They photoshopped her face into someone she's photoed. So Democrats are serial liars. Oh my gosh. So yes, it is cap, sir. And because they're losing so bad now, they had a recent Harris rally, which, by the way, spoiler alert, everyone was so pissed off and they started booing the crap out of Kamala Harris because can you imagine? You waited over 8 to 10 hours because they said that Beyonce was gonna be in your show. This sounds familiar. This sounds like the DNC. Do you remember the Democrat National Convention that did the same thing? And so people are there not for Kamala. They're there for a free show because they said Beyonce's gonna be there. They go there, she's there for like 2 minutes, and guess what? She's gone. So everybody's like, what the heck? I didn't come here for a dumb Kamala, spaghetti salad talk. I'm here to see Beyonce. So everyone starts booing. Everyone is angry. I believe there was a person that had a seizure in the park, and then, Kamala does that thing where she got in trouble because of the whole Christian thing when someone said Jesus Christ is king or something, and then she said, oh, you're in the wrong rally. Well, this guy got a seizure, and she's like, yo, what's going on over there? I think you were in the wrong rally. And I'm just like, damn, this girl is falling apart live on TV, sir. And if it ain't bad enough, we had Kamala made it sound like Beyonce was going to be performing at her rally last night, and her trash fans threw a fit after they don't get to see her in the free concert they were expecting. What a disaster. So what happens is they found out that there's this lady that worked for Kamala Harris, right, for the campaign and stuff, one of the DNC people. And this woman goes and she screams at the crap out of little kids. And hey, props to this one. There's this lady, this black lady that comes out and she's like, yo, what the heck is wrong with you, right? Well, the conservative side, so we can show you that just because you like Kamala, we don't hate your guts. Unlike the other side, we're supposed to be the side that is loving and caring. They found out you're a Trump supporter, and then they think you're Hitler and you're a Nazi or whatever. Everyone's looking for this black lady that protected the young girl that she said, now find out who this is. I don't care if she was holding a Harris sign or not. The way she was defending that child, yeah, we can find things in common. Like facts. Seriously, that is insane. So people starting to make tweets now, and they got for example, this one where you got JD Vance and Kamala Harris, joy, and we're like, they put a picture of the lady screaming at the baby, and they're like, joy, and JD Vance is like, bro, stop the cap.
Bruh.
It is so funny. They even put the cap meme with the lady screaming at the kid. Oh my gosh, bro. X is where it's at, bro. I'm sorry. If you haven't figured it out, the memes are at X right now. So she cannot get a group of people to show up in her show because no one cares about Kamala Harris because she's fake. You've already seen the buses. Wherever she goes, she has like 3 massive buses pass by of fake, actors trying to pretend that they're for her, but she's not. It's the honest truth.
So Kamala's original campaign strategy was to host free concerts and then call them rallies. It looks like that well has run dry though, because now she's just forced to put people on buses and ship them in from out of state. Her recent so-called rally in New Hampshire saw about a dozen buses filled with people from Massachusetts. Why couldn't she get anyone from New Hampshire to show up? Only 2 months from the election, and Kamala Harris is forced to campaign in New Hampshire. Not exactly the best sign for a Democratic candidate for president, but to make matters worse, she literally couldn't get enough supporters in that state, so she had to bus them in to pretend that she has support.
So yeah, at this point, it's very obvious. You even see a video where the people came for the music, not for Kamala, and people are just booing. She can't control the crowd, bro. It's that simple. And then another news. We got a video of someone just, making fun of, Demi's. Don't mess with the Trump sign or you'll get a face of whatever just got blasted on this guy. Looks like a potato blaster. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah, some guy tried to take a Trump sign and some guy came in and threw something on him. I believe it's potato salad. I have no idea. Oh! Oh!
What the hell's wrong with you? You know who I am? Do you know who my dad is?
Who are you?
My dad's gonna sue you. He's a congressman.
I'll blast you again if you don't back
My
up.
dad's a congressman.
Oh, really? Where is... Oh, hey! Let's get out of here. Oh, really? Where is... Oh, hey! Let's get out of here.
What can you say, bro? You went to rip somebody. If someone went and ripped the Kamala Harris sign and you get blasted, you gotta be like, bet, I gotta get the shot of the face, bro. It's my damn fault. So, as the Biden-Harris gang uses lawfare, threats, and retaliation to abuse Mr. Elon Musk. Sorry, I just went straight up to this. But yeah, remember the people that were stuck in space and Kamala Harris didn't do anything and NASA's like, yo, these people are gonna be stuck here till next year. They're by the time they come back down, they're not even gonna know who became president of the United States, right? So, Mr. Elon Musk, right, brought those astronauts safely back to Earth. And of course, the news is not gonna top, So the company SpaceX literally comes to the rescue of 2 astronauts that the Biden-Harris administration stranded up in space for months. So, I mean, bro, this guy is awesome. Can you imagine, bro? They keep hating on him. They're giving him the Donald Trump treatment because he's now, I don't think they tell him that he's race or something, but, oh, he ruins companies and X is now, which was Twitter before. It is thriving. You have his, SpaceX doing stuff that NASA can't even freaking do. It is awesome. And it's just obvious that, the administration right now is slow as heck. And then in another news, breaking, 14 days before presidential election, Joe Biden calls for the incarceration of Donald Trump. So pretty much he just goes up there and he's like, we gotta lock him up, which everybody's like, of course, you're gonna try to lock him up if he becomes president. But then he's like, politically, The boy has dementia, so you get what you get. You don't know, that boy's not even alive at this point. So anyways, then this one was the cringiest thing. This is when you know the Democrat side is starting to lose, okay? You have Mr. Barack Obama. He starts rapping, okay, the first verse of Lose Yourself by Eminem while campaigning for Kamala Harris in Detroit, okay?
Now I notice my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already, mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs, but I keep on forgetting.
Obama, my hands are sweaty, like mom's spaghetti, and rap. And it's sad. It's like, dude, they're desperate. You can smell the desperate on them. And then, and no surprise, so Kamala, knowing that we have the Joe Rogan podcast, which I'll talk about, it was epic. It is over 3 hours. Just that one podcast is probably the longest you've ever seen Trump actually talk, because the media makes him sound like a monster. He talked in those 3 hours more than Kamala Harris has probably been in MSNBC, all these debates that were like 25 minutes long. All jam-packed into one episode, by the way. Which, oh my gosh. So what does Kamala Harris have to do now? She can't do anything. So Kamala Harris' closing pitch to voters is, Trump is literally Hitler. Oh my God. So she brought up this gossip now because she's losing. What a coincidence. We have a week away and we just happen to found that a 4-star general said that Donald Trump wants an army like Hitler.
From John Kelly's words, that Donald Trump is someone who, I quote, certainly falls into the general definition of fascists, who in fact vowed to be a dictator on day one and vowed to use the military as his personal militia to carry out his personal and political vendettas. Donald Trump is increasingly unhinged and unstable.
And it's like, oh my gosh, this stuff worked back in like 2016 with Hillary, but it ain't gonna work more. And then more X news, we had, a picture of Tampon Tim or Tim Waltz taking pictures. And by the way, this is supposed to be your masculine man. And he got the little, with the meme of the black dude in the news that says, why are you gay? I love it. And then it must reach 69% of foretold in the prophecy again. Here are the polls and the poly market of the presidential election winner for 2024. All right. Trump is over 60% and Kamala is under 40%. Okay. So the news, you're just trying to realize when it's the last day, you're going to see, oh my God, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are neck and neck. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is a huge gap. The likelihood of her winning is really dire. And not just that, Donald Trump might actually win the popular vote as well. Which is crazy because it's always handed down to Democrats. And again, the same meme. Okay, I'm sorry, but Kamala's birthday did not go too well for her. I did not know that when Donald Trump did the McDonald's French fry thing, that it was actually Kamala Harris's actual birthday. So here comes this meme again. I want to speak to your manager. And there is Mr. Donald J. Trump, the manager. Ah, man. And for more people getting caught that they were in the Diddy party. So this is what, DiCaprio said. Climate change is killing the earth and ruining our economy. We need a bold step forward to save our economy, our planet, and ourselves. That's why I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Bruh. And everybody's like, oh, really? Because of the climate. This bro has a big-ass boat that destroys climate. They use these super massive jet planes that the carbon footprint is insane. And, of course, everybody's like, here's some Diddy pictures of DiCaprio video.
Who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio. That's why I'm voting for Kamala Harris.
So it's like the jig is up. For example, here's this meme, right? Epstein guest list on the left. Diddy guest list on the right, right? And then you see in the middle, all the celebrities coming out to support Kamala Harris. It ain't no brainer, sir. And here's this little meme someone posted out. with Diddy and the baby oil.
That's why I'm voting for Kamala Harris. She helped lead the most significant.
I'm just like, bro, you guys are killing it in the memes right now. And another one, when you know there are secret Donald Trump voters. This is, by the way, the big selling point why Trump is winning right now is because, dude, people, early votes are usually Democrats. Surprisingly, Republicans are voting right away. It's kind of no surprise. Trump's been saying, vote day one so the Democrats don't cheat. Make it too big to rig, right? And that's literally what people are doing. And then everybody knows you got the secret Trump supporter, where people don't put a Trump support sign, especially here in California, but they know they're going to vote Trump. Because Kamala Harris is crazy. She is the most extreme left person. She is more extreme than Bernie Sanders, who is a socialist. This woman is a Marxist. Her dad's a Marxist. And yeah, we are in the first stage of communism, and it's too much, right? So anyways, here's this video that she came out of surgery concerned, saying, vote for Donald Trump, bro. Even when you are in meds, bro.
What do you want to tell people?
I would just vote Donald Trump. I don't want to vote Donald Trump.
That's when the sanity comes in, and this woman's like, vote for Donald Trump. That should be an ad. I am Donald Trump, and I approve this message. And again, for the Mr. Chads over here that watch the Joe Rogan podcast with Mr. Donald J. Trump. Here is a meme for you guys. He literally just on me and started watching the Joe Rogan Trump podcast. I love these memes, bro. So Joe Rogan records a TikTok with Trump after 3-hour podcast. Biggest episode of all time. Again, it kind of sucks because people are like, they should have showed clips in the Joe Rogan podcast. He can't, because they know that they'll delete it on YouTube for some kind of copyright BS. You already know how it is. So this is a devastating clip for Democrats. Joe Rogan just concluded that the only thing that makes sense for why Democrat politicians would oppose voter ID is because they want to cheat. It is true.
Mail-in ballots are a bad thing.
That certainly is a problem. Mail-in ballots are a problem.
But every
Another
other country,
problem is
other
voter
countries,
ID.
Yeah, a voter ID.
Voter ID is the most bizarre argument that
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody articulate in a way that's convincing.
Because
why
they
you
wanna
don't
cheat.
need voter. Well, it doesn't make sense any other way. I've tried to straw man it, or I've tried to steel man it rather. I've tried to look at it from a position like, why would you not want people to have ID? And a lot of the ideas are just ridiculous. You need an ID to get a driver's license.
Okay, but here's
you have freaking Gavin Newsom right now. Out of nowhere, this guy cannot pass votes, but just in the nick of time, he wants to pass a law that is you don't need photo ID to vote. And if you ask somebody for photo ID when they're voting, you get in trouble. Oh my gosh, bro. These people are freaking evil, bro. And then people were straight up like, YouTube algorithm trying to stop millions of people from watching the Joe Rogan Donald Trump pod right now. And no surprise, it always happens. You know, it's like you got a Kamala Harris interview that only got like 70,000 views. They'll call me daddy. She can't even hit 1 million, right? Here comes a Donald Trump one. It's all censored. It doesn't come up in the front page. You have to literally type it exactly. You know how it is. You know, Google is so corrupt at this point. It's like, man, but this man, literally, the first time it's out, it's already on the 20 million views. And it's 3 hours long, by the way. It is crazy. And then another thing they talked about, Joe Rogan, the rebels are Republicans now. Which, by the way, this is why you're getting so many people voting for Donald Trump. Remember, I was from Boyle Heights, LA, super liberal libtard town, right? This is the thing. We've kind of switched.
The rebels are Republicans now. They're like, you want to be a rebel, you want to be punk rock, you want to buck the system. You're a conservative now. That's how crazy. And then the liberals are now pro silencing criticism. They're pro censorship online. They're talking about regulating free speech and regulating the First Amendment. It's bananas to watch.
Joe, they come after their political opponent.
Well, they
I
do.
got more guys. I always say, I kid, but I'm not kidding. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the meanest of them all. He'd kill you in 2 seconds if he didn't like you, right? I've been under investigation more than Alphonse Capone, only because it's political opponent stuff. And I've won. I won the big case in Florida. I'm winning the other stuff. You win, but you know what they did? They did something that's only done in third world countries. They came after their political opponent.
Yes.
I could have put crooked Hillary in jail.
Well, not only that, but they're weaponizing it by saying that that's what you're going to do once you get in office.
Isn't it
by
great?
ignoring what they're doing right now.
Remember when Republicans used to be for war and all this stuff, and we need, all this? Dude, we literally changed. It's weird to see, Biden trigger so many wars that no one asked for, by the way. And they're donating billions of dollars. At this point, we've hit trillions to, like, the Ukraine and Russia war. Obviously, Israel, we got to help. The Iran one, I don't know how the hell we funded that thing by Afghanistan, leaving $20 trillion worth of military weapons in Afghanistan. Now they're using it in Iran. And then we got involved with the whole Palestine and the Gaza Strip, and then now our kids are communist, and they're like, burning American flags. It's just too damn crazy, bro. So Joe Rogan, the rebels are Republicans now. If you want to be a rebel, you want to be punk rock, you are or want to like buck the system, you're conservative now. So it's funny. It is. We've officially switched up, and the liberals are like pro-silencing at this point. You have to agree with everything we say. Remember, this is supposed to be the tolerant left, the left that loves everybody, love everyone. But if you say you vote for Donald Trump, they're like, you're a Nazi, you're evil, you're freaking Hitler. At this point, even the news is freaking out. They're like, Trump isn't just Hitler. He's not just Mussolini. He's not just Stalin. He's all three of them combined now. He is like Captain Planet but with 3 rings, and they fuse together, Earth, wind, the water. And now you make Go Planet. And when my powers combine, I make Donald Trump. It's crazy. It's too much, bro. So at the end, before I leave, I'm like, bro, why are you going to vote Democrat at this point? Except that you're loyal to a color, We need to beat Trump. We need to beat Trump. Any suggestions? The first person's like, promise to be better. Attack Trump. And then the guy that's base is like, prove you run the economy better. And it gets thrown out the window. So, hey, you know what? I'll end it as that. So, if you made it this far, bro, give me a like. And if you like dumbass things, I say, bro, subscribe. And that'll be all. Chinmonmon out.